I started making shoes about 5 years ago, and it's kind of a long story, but the shortened version is that I was getting an MFA from the School of the Art Institute in Chicago. I was in school for graphic design, and a year before my final year, I was in a car accident that changed my health situation, and I was not able to do the work that I was doing before. So I took a shoemaking class, and it was something that I could kind of follow along, and it was a way that I could communicate without using words necessarily, and it really kind of changed my life. It was something that I ended up really enjoying. I loved the actions, I loved everything about it, and I continued learning and making shoes after my graduation from the Art Institute. All of my teachers are traditional, whatever that kind of means. They use all leather, they don't use plastics, for example, generally. And they are all verbose with their knowledge of their decision-making process. DW called it the decision tree. And you start in the middle and then you make one decision and then that leads you down a path, and you make another decision and it leads you down another path. And so as you're making a pair of shoes, you have this decision tree where all of these options will be cut off and then other ones will be made apparent. So you have to make good decisions, so you have a good strong tree. You can learn all these techniques and constructions, but then you also have to develop an eye, and if you can't see a curve, then you can't make it look really beautiful, and the work kind of looks a little bit off somehow, I always tell my students, shoemaking is the worst, you're gonna hate it, and it will ruin your life, and sorry in advance. I would wish that I could just be yeah, it's so great, wow, shoemaking is awesome. And it is awesome, but it's also, I would be remiss if I was not honest in that it's difficult and it's time consuming, and those are both things that in our culture are unusual, and they're not valued, and that you're completely isolated and alone in those experiences. So you're dealing with all that stuff kind of by yourself, which can be isolating, I suppose. I love and I hate all of the same things.